Hey there, viewers! Have you noticed strands of your hair falling out lately? Perhaps more than the usual amount in your hairbrush? Or maybe you're waking up to several follicles on your pillow in the morning. The average human loses 50 to 100 strands of hair each day. If you're balding, it could be much more. Let's discuss 7 reasons why you may be going bald, from genetics to radiation to simple stress. We're talking all that and more. Let's begin. Number 1. Genetics. We're kicking things off with one of the more practical reasons you're losing your hair. It's simply your family history. This is exactly the most common cause of hair loss. Genetic hair loss comes in the form of male or female pattern baldness. Because it's more prevalent in men, most research has focused on male pattern baldness. Through this research, it's been found that at least 30% of men experience hair loss before the age of 30. Around 80% will have experienced it by 70. Male pattern baldness occurs when hair is lost in multiple areas of your scalp. It eventually forms into a horseshoe-like pattern. But why do some men experience this while others don't? You've likely heard that male pattern baldness is inherited from the mother's side of the family. This is not always the case, but nevertheless has scientific evidence to support it. The AR gene is associated with hair loss. This gene is found in the X chromosome, which males inherit from their mother. But while this would have you believe that the baldness is passed down from your mother's father, further scientific research indicates that there are other genetic factors at play other than sex chromosomes. This leads us to believe that baldness can be inherited from either side of the family. Number 2. Overstyling. Admit it, some of you go way wild with the styling cream. Some of us even comb our hair a little too much. Running a comb through your hair at a frequent rate can put too much stress on your follicles. As a result, your hair may break off from your scalp easier. There are fewer images more discouraging than that of large clumps of hair in your brush. Your hair is especially vulnerable when it's wet. Running a brush along your hair will no doubt damage the root of your follicle. If you'd like to avoid hair loss, one of the things you can do is not brush or comb so often, especially if your hair is particularly sensitive. If brushing is a must, try drying your hair with a towel beforehand. Another efficient method is simply letting it air dry. As for gel, studies have suggested that it does not directly contribute to hair loss. But if you gel your hair frequently, it's recommended that you rinse it out before going to bed. This is because your scalp may absorb toxic ingredients from the gel while you sleep. This is likely to cause damage to your hair in the long run. Number 3. Medication. You've definitely read it before. Side effects may include hair loss. While the medical treatment you're undergoing may be helping your condition, one of the downsides is hair loss. Medications cause hair loss by interfering with hair growth cycles. There are 2 stages of hair growth. The first is the anagen phase, where the hair grows in. This lasts between 2 to 6 years. The telogen phase is where the hair will rest. This phase lasts as long as 3 months, only to fall out and begin the growth cycle all over again. When medication is thrown into the mix, the cycle gets interrupted. This normally leads to a condition known as telogen effluvium, where the telogen phase sets in too early, causing premature hair loss. People with this condition will lose up to 70% more hair follicles than the expected daily amount. It's the most common form of drug-related hair loss. Anagen effluvium will occur during the anagen phase while your hair is still growing. It's the most common of those who are taking chemotherapy. This not only results in most of your hair on your scalp disappearing, but also your eyebrows and your body hair. Obviously, chemotherapy drugs are among the most extreme examples. Are there everyday medications that can trigger hair loss? Well, for starters, you should probably look out for different antidepressants you're using. Birth control also lists hair loss as a side effect. Even certain acne medications can cause you to lose your hair. If you're suffering from pimples, you may just want to apply warm water to your face and clear it naturally. Do you find this list interesting so far? Good! The next one may throw you off a little. But before we continue, are you concerned about your overall state of health? Perhaps you'd enjoy our recent video discussing 7 health benefits of fish oil. Trying to lose weight? You can always check out our list of 7 best lunch foods to help you lose weight. Now, let's get back to our list of 7 reasons you're going bald. Number 4. Weight loss and lack of nutrition. Yes, weight loss can cause your hair follicles to fall out, but this normally is the unhealthy kind of weight loss. If you've been skipping out on meals for various reasons, the rapid weight loss that comes with it can take a significant toll on your physical and mental health. Certain nutrient deficiencies such as iron can result in hair loss. Protein is a whole nother story. Lack of protein has been directly linked to hair loss. This is because hair follicles are mostly made of protein. When the follicles are not receiving proper nourishment, they become weak. In order to become healthy again, you need to make sure that you're getting proper nutrition. This means catching up on certain proteins like red meat and fish. If you're not a meat eater, the protein from nuts and beans should suffice. Eggs include a vitamin known as biotin, which carries the hair protein keratin. Catching up on your biotin intake can also promote proper growth. Number 5. Alopecia. Have you ever heard of this condition? It's a rather unsettling one. Alopecia areata is an autoimmune skin disease that can cause hair loss on your head as well as the rest of your body. Your hair will begin to fall out in small patches. Soon enough, the patches will become more noticeable. Eventually, you can become completely bald. Alopecia is prevalent among both males and females of all ages. The disease is normally caused when the immune system mistakes healthy cells for foreign substances. It can also happen through genetics. If your family members suffer from autoimmune diseases such as arthritis and diabetes, you may be susceptible to alopecia. The good news with alopecia is that your hair can grow back. If you're noticing the symptoms of alopecia setting in on your scalp, your first course of action should be consulting your doctor. There are useful treatments for this condition. They include injections and laser treatment. Natural treatment is also available, such as foods, vitamins, essential oils, and herbal supplements. If alopecia is prevalent throughout your family history, you'll want to look out for it. Number 6. Stress. One of the main reasons for hair loss among grown adults is a stressed out mind. If your everyday life has become increasingly more hectic, your scalp will feel the wrath. When feeling high levels of stress, you may gradually begin to see the effects of telogen effluvium. This means that your hair will begin to fall out. Alopecia may also rear its ugly head, eventually giving you an ugly head. Your diet may also be affected by stress, causing a nutrient deficiency. The more protein you're missing out on, the higher chances of your hair falling out. Let's talk about another condition that stress also invites. This one's called trichotillomania. When your nerves are going, you may have the urge to start pulling at your hair. Try your best to resist. Since your hair follicles are in a weakened state, you may begin to rip your hair out. Number 7. Simple aging. As I said before, the average person can lose between 50 to 100 hair follicles a day. As we age, our hair becomes weaker and naturally falls off our scalp. You'll begin to notice your hair thinning a little. This is a simple sign of getting older. Unless the hair loss is severe, it doesn't indicate underlying health issues. There are several factors that go into age-related hair loss. For females, hormonal shifts within the body can disrupt hair growth. But regardless of sex, our hair spends more time in the resting phase as we get older, which causes it to fall out easier. If you're experiencing this type of hair loss, you may be able to slow the process down with various hair solution products. Have you been losing a little hair? Do any of the reasons on our list apply to you? Let us know in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. Enjoyed this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe to Bestie. Wait! What kind of bestie would we be if we didn't tell you about our other awesome videos? Go ahead, choose the left or right video and enjoy.